What's up, everyone? Today we got some burgers right here. So I've been meaning to try this place out ever since I saw this video on YouTube. So pretty much this place is called Recreator. So this burger joint is a little different. They don't have any real people making the burgers. It's actually all machine automated. And I believe my friend told me that he works in downtown, and one day he said that he saw Tpain in this establishment. So they're probably doing, he has a little show and they shed some spotlight on this place called Recreator. So originally the person who opened Recreator had a physics degree, and when he was younger, his parents owned a burger joint, and ever since he was young, he's been flipping patties. And he decided to use his physics degree and what he learned from his parents, who are very hardworking, to combine it into one. So yeah, I'm curious how these burgers will taste, but yeah, let's get into it. This one looks interesting. Okay, so my first impressions, this burger right here has some sort of black sauce. To be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of it. It's not my cup of tea. But this burger over here is pretty much your basic burger, just basic cheeseburger. But yeah, this black sauce, I never tasted anything like it, but it's not for me. But so far, these burgers are okay. It's not, definitely, I can't say I definitely favor Shake Shack, In-N-Out, and Super Duper. I think those are my favorite burger joints. Okay, here are my first impressions of Recreator, which is the place if I didn't mention before, the name of this burger establishment. Well, the burgers are okay. They're nothing too crazy. The fries are alright, not bad, but maybe I'm a little, choosy with my burgers, but it doesn't seem anything super crazy. I don't know. I ordered 2 burgers, but then again, I don't know if I would actually go on my way to get a burger at this place. Recreator definitely seems like the way of the future, where machines can definitely, make food for people. Like typical certain service industries definitely can be, fully automated by machines, and unfortunately, people will be put out jobs in that case. But for certain things like food and stuff, it's definitely nice for food to have that human touch, And I'm not sure if Recreator, I don't think they cook their patties on a grill, but there's nothing better than that little grill and char on a burger patty. And sometimes, people are so imaginative, whatever certain fields they're in, right? For particularly in food, right? There's a bunch of different flavors and stuff that you can create out of, thin air through a lot of hard work and experimenting with other ingredients. But yeah, the Recreator, the burgers are okay. But this burger right here, I'm not really a fan of this black sauce. But this is like your typical cheeseburger. You can't really go wrong with that. But it's okay. So let's move on to today's topic. So it's kind of related to food, and this anime has been airing. The 5th season just started recently, and it's called Shokugeki no Soma. So I'm not going to review the other seasons since it's already 4 other seasons, but I've been watching it for quite some time, and I'm gonna give you a little background of the story and my impressions on the first episode. So pretty much Shokugeki no Soma, uh, it takes place in a high school called Totsuki Culinary School. So it's based in Tokyo, and a bunch of young prospect chefs are enrolled at this school. So only pretty much the best of the best can go here. And there's these things called shokugekis, which is pretty much the name suggests of the title of this anime, right? So shokugeki is like a challenge. It's pretty much, if you think about it, it's like Master Chef, right? So these two chefs go head to head to shoot with each other and place bets. So anything can happen. So people can also be expelled. You can name your bet, and pretty much the school has to only had to approve it, and it goes through, right? So yeah, you can get expelled, and also there are these elite chefs known as the Elite 10, which are the best of the school, and anyone can challenge them as well for their seat in the Elite 10. And our main character is named Soma. Pretty much he comes from a diner where him and his dad have been cooking his whole life, and he discovers later on in the series that his father also enrolled in Totsuki and I think he was like the first or second seed. I quite can't remember, but his father was a very great chef as well. And throughout the series, his dad's a very prominent chef, and his son and Soma always challenged him to chef duels, but every time he lost. And his father always travels around the world cooking his dishes for well established restaurants or just for some pop-ups, right? And for actually the last season, I thought it ended off quite nicely. So pretty much what happened last season, there's like this big bout about there's this new director in school, and he's trying to overtake the school and implement his ideas. But then there's like a bunch of students are known as rebels and trying to go against him, and he has his own students versus the rebel students to battle this out. And eventually Soma and his friends win this big chef battle, and the director was kicked out, and Soma became first seat of the Elite 10. And then one of his classmates is Nakiri Erina, so she became the director of the school, even though she's still in high school, but she became the director, which is pretty funny. And yeah, then that's what happened in the last season, which I thought maybe the series could have ended there. I'm not sure what they're gonna explore in this new season, but we'll have to see. And I believe the manga just ended, like, I think last year, I believe. So I think this might be the last season. So yeah. So let me just tell you about what happened in the first episode. So as I mentioned before, Nakiri Erina is the new director of Totsuki High School, and Soma's number one seat in the Elite 10. So all these students, it's the summer now, and there are 3 courses. So there's like a beach where people to serve food to the locals around there, and then there's people along the river, and then I believe there's another open area where students have like stalls and stuff like that to serve food. And then we get introduced to a new character whose name is Suzuki. He's the new instructor, and of course he's a super good looking dude. He's a young guy, and a lot of female students will fawn over him, right? And right off the bat, Suzuki gives off kind of bad vibes toward staring at Soma, and there's probably something gonna go down later on the season. So the rules for this exam for these students, they have to run a restaurant for 3 days, and by the end of that time, they had to make 3 million yen profit, since they're renting out these areas, right? And except for there's gonna be a little handicap on the Elite 10. Instead of I think there are teams of like 10 people. I think there's going to only be 6 for the Elite 10 group. But however, they're in a rundown shack where no one on that side of the beach is, and they had to renovate it themselves. Excuse me. Then one guy next door, he's killing it. He's selling these nice lobster dishes, and he's getting a lot of customers as well. He's on his high horse. You know, he swings by the Elite 10's place. They're struggling, trying to renovate it still. And he's trash talking and says that, hey, if you guys fail, it wouldn't look good on the Elite 10, and possibly their positions at the Elite 10 could be taken away from them if they don't pass this exam. But it was pretty funny. I believe Alice, who's Nakiri Erina's cousin, she said, oh, you challenged Soma countless number of times, but lost every time, so I won't be talking too much, you know? And then on the last day, that was when the Elite 10's establishment started to sell food. And right off the bat, they stole all the customers off the block on the beach. So initially, right, in a blink of an eye, the guy who was trash talking the Elite 10's like, where did all our customers go? And then they smell this fragrant aroma and look toward where the Elite 10 are selling food, and they stole everyone's customers, right? And he finds out that they start selling yakisoba, but it's no ordinary yakisoba. So this aroma of food that attracts people, this is under Akira Hayama's influence. So if you watched previous seasons, he's a student of Indian background, but his specialty is curries and all these spices. And he's known for cooking dishes that really pull in people through their scent of smell, right? And I forgot to mention, also the other people in the Elite 10 team are including Soma, Akira, Ryo, Alice, Takumi, and Megumi. So let me give you a little rundown of how they kind of describe their yakisoba dish. So pretty much they chopped up some squid into bite-sized pieces, and then sauteed it in olive oil and the squid ink, and they flambéed it in white sauce. Flambé, I think it's a French way of cooking food. I'm not an expert chef, and then they also added some cabbage and onion for a little sweetness, and then the tomatoes for that little tang. And they also boiled down the shrimp heads and the shells for that seafood flavor, and then the shrimp's richness and the umami flavor into an olive oil. And they also, to put the cherry on top, they injected that shrimp infused olive oil into the boiled egg, sitting right on top nicely on the yakisoba. So yeah, so if you haven't watched Shokugeki no Soma, I forgot to mention that this anime is pretty much, it's kind of a little degenerate in a sense a little bit, but it's super entertaining. And if you like food, then I strongly recommend watching it. So when these people take a bite of the food, of these delicious looking food, it's like they're having sex, right? I don't know how else to say it, but it's super hilarious, and it's over exaggerated, of course, right? So yes, and then one of Soma's teammates from the Elite 10, Megumi, she's a super sweetheart girl, and she played a vital role in the fight in the previous season. But she has some experience running her family restaurant, and she somehow served all the customers on the beach like that so easily, and even her classmates were impressed, right? So the Elite 10 somehow on the last day, it was light work for them, right? They could rack up so much money. So in one day alone, they made 3,552,700 million yen in one day. So they easily passed it by far, right? Their goal was 3 million at least. So after this day, Dojima is appears, and he was a classmate of someone's father, and he tells the Elite Ten and the students around him at that time, with Nakura Erina as well, that there's a competition called the Blue coming up. So pretty much it's a competition of the best of the for young chefs to showcase their talent to the world and make a name for themselves. Yeah, and then that's pretty much the episode. Yeah, I mean, the main antagonist in this series is definitely the new director. What's his name? Oh, new instructor. What's his name? Oh, Suzuki. That's right, Suzuki. So yeah, he's going to be the main antagonist. Can't wait to see how this season progresses. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Oh, I did a lot of talking. Probably take a couple more bites of these burgers out here, but I don't know, this black sauce burger kind of ruined my appetite a little bit. I won't lie. I'm not really feeling it. It's not my forte. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope everyone's doing well out there. All right. Peace.